Hey there, Otaku. Welcome to another episode of Go Mega Otaku Gamer Alpha. I'm your Mega Otaku Gamer. I am Ken Chan. And today we're going to have a look at a Sega system that went up against the NES. That's right. This is before the days of the Genesis, but after the days of the SG-1000. Today we're going to have a look at the Sega Master System II. Okay, the Sega Master System II. There was the, this is not to be confused with the Sega Master System. The original, of course, was a blockier, chumpier, more ridiculous-looking thing. I'm not sure who the hell designed it. This is a little bit more of a friendly design here than the original. If you go online and you look at pictures of the Sega Master System I, yeah, it's probably one of the ugliest systems that anybody ever made. It's just ridiculous. Of course, this was part of the third generation. It was released in North America in June of 1986. In the EU in September 87. In Japan in October of 1987. The retail availability was from 1986 to 1998. I actually bought this one. No, actually not this one. Another one. I have two of these, but the first one that I bought, I got at a toy store. And I forget what toy store and what mall, but it was $20, and it was still new. It was in a box, brand new. It was up on a high shelf. I just happened to look up and see it up there, and they had games for it too. There was like just a few games left for it, and this would have been somewhere mid-term or close to the end of the 16-bit era, the Sega Genesis era. But they still had these available, and I got my first one for $20, and the games were like $5. I got a couple of games. Of course, I stay away from sports games because those aren't even worth $5 as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, no, I'm kidding. So we discontinued this machine in Japan in '89, in North America in '91, and in the EU in '96. There were about anywhere from 10 to 14.8 million of these sold worldwide. That it depends on how you look at that. Is it if it's sell through or if it's shipped? So probably shipped is more closer to the 14.8 million range there. It used ROM cartridges. Memory had the memory was 64 kilobits. It had two controller ports. We're gonna go into that and look at that. The predecessor was the Mark III SG-1000. The successor was the Genesis, and this machine was really interesting. This version, because it actually had a game built in, and this thing here opens up, and this is where your cartridges go here. But if you just plug it in with no cartridges in, and you turn it on, okay, you will be able to play Alex Kidd in Miracle World, which is kind of like before Sonic the Hedgehog. That's kind of like their answer to Mario kind of thing. It was a platforming, cute little character dude that went around platforming around the world, grabbing coins and making fart noises, and that's what that was, and we're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a little bit closer look at this machine here. Now, the first thing I want to say about this machine is it's extremely light, very much like the NES. There's, very little to it, really. Really not that much to it. So, on the front, of course, we have two controller ports, and that's about it. There power switch here, pause button here. This is before they had, an effective pause button on a controller. And of course this neato thing here. You open this up to put your cartridges in. Okay, we'll look at the cartridges too. But and that was a door. And as I said, Alex Kidd and Miracle World is built in. I keep wanting to say Alex Kidd and Miracle Whip is built in. And of course the power base logo there, the Sega Master System II power base. Nothing on the sides really, and on the back, sparse. Take a look here. On the back, very sparse. You have your channel switch selector here. See if I can get some light here. Channel switch selector. you have your RF out, and you have your AC adapter. I'm not sure. I've seen pictures of these with AVI on the back, with the yellow and the white and the red sound and audio and video cables on the back. I don't know if that's something that somebody did or if they came like that. I know Nintendo gave you on the NES gave you AV outs on the back of their machine. Very simple machine, very sparse, good looking machine. Not as hideous as the Master System 1. Again, anytime you like, Google Master System 1. Go ahead and look at that. This is the control pad here. Real simple rocker switch here. And 2 buttons, 1 and 2. 1 is also start. There's no start button on here, of course. You use 1 to start. And this is very much like, if you look at this, this is very much like the NES controller. It's a flat box with a flat key, and everything is, flat and square and and right and concise and cheap and to the point. This also is very light. There's like nothing to it. It's just very plasticky. Well, let's take a look at the cartridges. Okay, yeah, and these are the cartridges here. Very simple. Nothing flashy. As you see here, this is Ghouls and Ghosts. Nothing on the ends. You can't read the ends, which I don't understand. And there's no pictures of anything on very many of these. This is Mortal Kombat. But even that, as you see, there's no picture of anything on here. This Mortal Kombat, by the way, plays very much like the Sega Game Gear version. Okay, and you have, what do I got here? Yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts, Afterburner, Mortal Kombat, Altered Beast. Actually, 2 copies of Altered Beast. I do that from time to time. I'm out and I see something, I'm like, oh, and I grab it and I'm like, oh, I already had that game. That's one of the downsides of having so many games. I'm at the point now where I forget what all I have. Strider, Roston, Maze Hunter 3D, Hang On and Safari Hunt, and Enduro Racer. This doesn't seem like all these games. I think I have a few more somewhere. But anyway, that's what they look like. And like I said, this opens up. You take your cartridge. You go like that. This does not close over top of it. You just do that. That's what you do. And that's what that looks like when you do that. So now let's take a look at some of these games. Okay, and here it is. This is built into the console. This is Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Let's give you a little volume here. And this is a Mario type game. Trying to jump over that damn bird. Yeah, you can't touch anything in this game either. Nothing. There you have that. You get the idea. Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Yeah, this game's a little bit more rare and hard to find for this system. This, of course, is Mortal Kombat. Just try playing Mortal Kombat with this controller. But hey, whatever works. check out these graphics. Pushing buttons. Nothing's happening. There you have that, Mortal Kombat on the Sega Master System II. And here's a little Altered Beast for you on the Master System II. It doesn't play as well as the Genesis version, like not at all, hardly. And you can't really do much of anything with this. This is really bad. Yep, it's Afterburner, baby. Sort of. Yeah, baby. The Sega CD version of this is my favorite. The 32X version I don't care for. The cartridge version I don't care for, and this version is like, eh. Ooh. Afterburner. Master System II. Yes, sir. Strider, just because you have to do Strider if you're going to do the Master System. Strider on the Sega Master System II. Okay, it is what it is, and at the end of the day, it wasn't a real big seller. It, of course, was eclipsed by the Genesis. You might be one of those people, because I am, despite the fact that I have this massive collection, and despite the fact that I play these games, I'm one of these people that really doesn't have much appreciation for the kind of control scheme that this generation had to offer. A lot of these games from this era, this 8-bit era, this NES, Master System type era, were so damn clunky to control. It was ridiculous. And you might be one of those people. So I wouldn't recommend this machine to just anyone. I'm not going to say hardcore collectors only. Maybe like if there's such a thing like a mid-range collector or something like that. That's, because if you find one of these, it's not going to cost that much. You could probably get one of these for anywhere from $40 or $50 or even less. The games are going to be anywhere from 5, 10. That Mortal Kombat game that I got, that you saw how great that was. That's actually a rare game. That actually ran me $25. But the system is not gonna cost you that much. It has a built-in game. So I'm gonna say like the mid-range, the middle-range collector, somebody that's not a big-time collector, but also, by the same token, not just for anyone that just is into playing some games, because you might be one of those people that finds this kind of a control scheme just ugly and clunky and ridiculous, and it's just all it's going to do is, you're going to get angry, you're going to get frustrated, and you're not going to want to do it. So I wouldn't recommend this to just anyone. Mid-range collectors, if that means anything, if anybody really understands what I'm trying to say with that. Anyhow, it is what it is. It's the Sega Master System II.